Shut up! Door swing! My pole! Heart sing! Hey! Golden blur down the trail. Tongue out his back, chasing her own tail. Big splash off the dock, she flies. Water diamonds shaking from her eyes. Her stick, her rules. You can look but you can't touch. She dives, she runs, she swims, yeah. She loves it way too much. Dog grin when you think you'll get a trick. Back off, buddy. That's her stick, her stick, her stick. Her stick, her stick. That's her stick, her stick, her stick. Her stick. Zoomies through the yard she goes. Grass stains on her perfect nose. Jumps it just an inch away. You reach, she snatches it and bolts away. Her stick, her rules. You can look but you can't touch. She dives, she runs, she swims, yeah. She loves it way too much. Dog grin when you think you'll get a trick. Back off, buddy. That's her stick, her stick, her stick. Her stick, her stick. That's her stick, her stick.
I love
That's
the
her
intro.
Yeah, that's her
song, man.
stick.
That's her
Yeah.
stick.
I found that out.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
spent way
like
too much
Guys,
time
how have
making
you
that.
been?
oh,
Oh, doing great, guys. How you been?
yeah. Just don't lick the table.
Sorry.
All right.
That's what
No,
that's what she said.
That's not you. It's this one right here. So she's
Uh,
she's
Like I
in
said,
a mood
Mike-
for some reason.
Complete chaos. That's what we need tonight.
Mm-hmm. She
So-
licks the table and then the table moves and then you get shaky camera.
Mhm.
So
and that looks bad.
Yeah.
and that looks
Yeah.
bad. So and you should know better than to anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
If she's looking under the table, that just means that's her stick.
Oh, yeah. That's her stick.
That's her stick.
That's
Oh,
her.
You can use this which way you want, Chad. I did
Mhm.
it to a dog. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's her stick.
Oh.
I
How's
gotta
everybody
admit, doing good.
tonight? I mean, we already.
Yeah.
Tonight's episode is just basically a guy has 4 videos started and none finished. So I thought I'd just open it up to us and whoever else wants to come on the live, because we gave it out to like everybody in our group. So just doing a little house cleaning here for the guys, because this actually is going on my channel. So
All right.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, there you go. Tell us
Oh,
about
come
the
on.
4 videos you have started, Justin, that you haven't finished. So we'll have a little preview of what to look forward to.
okay,
Yeah.
well, number 1, I have the first half of our trip that we did. Then for some reason in Arizona, my camera overheated and I quit filming. So I don't have any finish in for that one. Got a little motorcycle camper that I'm rebuilding. I got a lawnmower that I'm rebuilding. And I have the Winnebago bathroom, which is now a priority because we're going on a camping trip here soon.
Okay.
So,
And you're going in the Winnebago?
yep. Yeah, that's our test run to see
Are
if
you-
I'm actually going to drive this thing.
Are you going to the same place that we're going?
No, I'm going a week
Okay.
before that down to Kentucky Lake, Terry. So,
Oh, okay.
if you're-
Ooh, look at you.
if you're bored and want to come hang out at Kentucky Lake, I'm going to be at Hillman Ferry. So,
Oh, I will be a nuisance.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be there to be a friend.
yeah, if you want
Really
to.
there.
I'm bringing the
You
family
going to
down.
Hillman Ferry?
Yeah, Hillman Ferry.
Cool.
Right by the
Well,
beach.
that's good. Stretch the legs of the Winnebago pretty good. From
Yeah,
there.
that's the idea is before I take this on a trip across the country, I thought I'd try a 2 or 3 hour trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to be pulling the Jeep. So in case something breaks down, I can hop in the Jeep and my wife can drive the Winnebago and I can push it to the next exit.
When is that trip, Justin?
I'm going to do that the 24th. No, what is it? I don't know. I'm giving everybody dates and locations of where I'm going to be at. 24th to the 25th, 26th.
24th to the 25th. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry, I'm going to be in your area that weekend. I'm coming down to the farm there in Albany that weekend to do some land laying, and I'm taking the bus down there the weekend after that. That we're all getting together. I'm going on down to
Yeah.
Kentucky and
I want to make sure we talk about that.
yeah, leaving my RV down on the farm down there. So that should be.
So you are going to leave it there?
Yeah, I'm going to leave it down at the farm for the summer. So
Good.
that'll be fun, Justin. I'll be down in your neck of the woods.
Okay, well, heck, like I said, if you're bored and want to come up to Kentucky Lake, by all means.
Oh yeah,
Chad, you should come find me, and then you and I will go take the Galaxy on a test run and go find Justin.
There you go.
That's what we ought to do. Because
I was going to say, Kentucky Lake's
that
about
weekend.
an hour or so from you, isn't it? Or even a little bit less.
Or for that matter, we might take Two-Face. He hadn't been out this summer yet, or this spring.
Two-Face is fun.
Yeah.
That
Tell
was
us
cool.
about the
Two-Face is
motorcycle
black.
camper. I want to hear more about that. Have you got
Well,
any
I
pictures
was
or
thinking the
anything?
same thing.
It's his backup plan for Poverty Tour, apparently.
That's,
Yeah, I just
it's my Plan B pill. I'm going to. Well, what it is it's a $200 camper, but it's really nice. It's a little pop-up, fold-up. Just a little tin on wheels, basically. And the idea is, if the Winnebago proves to be unwieldy on the road, or just unaffordable via gas prices, then I'm going to throw that behind the Jeep, and I know the Jeep will do it. So
it's a camper, like a pop-up camper. It goes behind a motorcycle.
it's just a little tiny, like a 4x4 trailer. It's not very big at all.
So you blew my mind with that because, all right, I have the trike out here, the 350 powered trike.
Yeah.
And then I've got the boat that I was going to put on top of it. And I'm looking logistics and the length and width of the rear end and stuff like that. So I kind of did a Chad and I backed up a little bit. I'm not going to say you go, but now that you say that, I might buy a pop-up camper and stretch that trike out and make a trike camper, pop-up camper or something, maybe.
Well,
like a tramper.
Yeah.
Well,
We can fill it with cramps.
And the plan C is, if I do take the Winnebago, is I know a guy this way, I guess. Yeah, that's looking for something to put behind a Corolla.
Oh, all
Right.
all that way.
Yeah, way over
No,
there.
that way.
Yeah, Canadian Dave
way-
says told behind the Justy. Canadian Dave doesn't realize how many horsepowers that Justy actually has, and there's not a lot. Not many.
16, isn't it?
Yeah, something like
Hey,
that.
you know, if you'd have had and drove the Justy last year, you and Chad could have raced.
I know. Oh, the
You would have still
Justy
won.
is surprisingly quick, up to about 55 miles an hour. Then it's done.
It's over with.
It's over
That's
with.
funny. That's funny.
I was
I
rat
think-
racing a guy in town here with a Mustang earlier today, and the stoplight, the little Justy keeps up, but we have pretty short blocks too.
That's good.
But I do enjoy that car because you can just drive the as hard as you can, and you're not breaking any laws. It sounds like you are. It's making all kinds of the right noises, but it's not.
Well, at the end of the intro for that stupid car show, it looks like you're moving pretty good in that thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw it around a corner if you want. Yeah, understeers like horribly, but
Yeah.
Jim, you've got a good video coming out next week. I've seen a preview of it. It's the rescue we did on the wagon, and then you really featured what was going on at the our mystery honey hole that we're not telling anybody about, that we're going to see again, because we found a mystery honey hole there. You want to tell us a little bit about that? Because that's gonna be a good video, and it's actually, I think it's your longest form video to date.
it is by far the best video Jim's ever put out. So
yeah, it's gonna be great. We got to preview it earlier this week.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
That's my first one. It's going to be more than an hour, and that'll go into a little bit of reverse poverty tour in the last couple of days and that hill climb and what we're driving down. And then on top of that, we look at a questionable RV and find
Very questionable from what I heard.
Very questionable. Yeah.
The worst hotel ever.
Oh.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
dude Kyle from Mad Mar Welding.
Oh yeah. I forgot about Kyle. Yeah,
Yeah.
that truck.
That's a sweet
He
truck.
he got a good video this week. He took that truck to a car show on the trailer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He trailered
it's also
that big
about
truck,
that.
which is almost, guys, a monster truck. For those of you who haven't seen it, it is really, it's what a 75 Chevy
Crew
short
cab.
bed.
It's
crew
a 3+3
cab.
with a short bed step side in the back, which
It's
is
cool.
it's cool.
Yeah, it's got to be on 40s. I
Yeah.
don't know what size tires it's on, but it's got a huge lift and on big tires.
It would attract state patrol around here for sure. It's tall.
I look forward to seeing that again, Jim.
Yeah.
When's that come out? Monday?
That'll be Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday
Awesome.
afternoon. Well,
Looking
I'm going
forward
to
to
mark my calendar. Yeah.
What are you doing in the meantime between now and then? Like anything else you want to talk about? Like something coming up or?
Oh, well, I had a tree fall on my house the other day, so I went down there and I chopped that off, and then sewer at the farm backed up, so I was elbows deep in that.
Did you film?
Yeah, but it's been a great
YouTubers.
Got to film everything, man. You got to film everything.
I'm
I got
telling
your
you.
shit on my camera.
Not
Yeah.
every- the tree, yeah. The sewer, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I meant to film today.
Well,
take
if
a picture,
if
so I
this
forgot.
wasn't such a PG rated show, I would tell you what happened today to me at work, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
Yeah,
You got-
definitely.
Interesting.
Well,
Uh,
I'm afraid we're going to offend Canadian Dave, our only viewer in here right now.
Well, there you go. It just takes one.
Canadian Dave
The
would
only one in
actually.
here? Yeah.
I'll tell you when y'all come down the story. It's
Okay.
it's almost as good as the night the story I told about New Year's Eve. If any
I
of you
recall.
remember that story.
I do
I might be
not
wrong.
remember that story. Yeah.
I do.
Let's not go there.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. That's going to be good. Now, we're all getting together. The five of us are getting together for another build here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Gary, why don't you tell us about the guy that we're building it for? You mentioned Vic when we were doing our last van build.
Right. And
He
you
used to
guys
work for you,
don't-
didn't he?
No.
Oh, this is the same guy who used to move for you?
No, here's how I met Vic. It's kind of a real long story, but I'm going to make it extremely short. Most of you know that I had a time in my life that I kind of had a down. Let me put it that way. And I don't know where and how and why. I knew the guy, but I didn't know enough about him. And Vic had a little conversation with me, and that changed things in my life. Well, come forward a lot of time, and he's such a good guy, but he's ran into some hard times too now, and it's time to pay forward.
Yeah.
And he and I were talking, and he really wants to go on poverty tour. And I don't know. I just thought, I knew he couldn't rent any place to stay, and he needed something. And JT had a van that needed a little bit of work, and he's worth it, So that's why I was saying. Then I got to thinking, oh crap, I haven't got mine done yet. So I kind of put myself in a pickle because I'd already committed three different ways because I'm helping JT with his van. And then I say something in the group to you guys, and every one of you is like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, hey, it's kind of like my live night. I just posted up this morning and said, hey, I'm bored. You guys want to join me for a live? And here we are.
and here we are.
Yeah, I love that
So-
pay it forward. I remember you talking about Vic. He's, sounds like a big guy with a big heart, and that's important.
Well,
Yeah, it is going to be a good build.
Yeah, it
whoever
is.
Put that up there.
Yeah.
This
It
is
is.
a lot of fun.
I think that's Leaf.
but
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this
Oh.
is Leaf. I wanted to say hi to him because he's
Yeah.
in here actually watching.
I see somebody there. I don't have my glasses on, so
I think that's Leaf.
Leaf.
He's the
Yeah.
I think he's the guy with the 240Z.
Yeah, 240Z
Did he-
with the,
with
350
the-
Oh, yeah,
V8.
yeah.
Yeah, the 350
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
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 That's there you go. That's how you know that you're a car guy. You don't
Yeah, you know
identify
their
people
cars.
by-
You can't-
you know their car more than you know them.
That- that's what-
exactly.
I want to talk
Yeah.
about poverty
Yeah.
tour as far as that makes it so easy to actually make friends because you're like,
Mhm.
I don't remember your name, but I remember what you drove.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Ray's wife was giving me shit about it standing on the front porch of we were standing on the front porch of the Big Texan, and she goes, "What's this guy's name?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And she goes, "What does he drive?" And I was like, "He drives a '99 Chevy Suburban."
Yeah.
And she was just like, "How do you know that, but you don't know his name?" And I'm just like, "I don't know. It's just the thing that I remember."
It's a car guy thing.
Car
It's
guy
a car
thing.
guy
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could pick out somebody's car like in the parking lot. If there were 3 others parked next to them that were identical, I could still pick out which one is my
I
friend.
was going to say, Leaf or Dave, if you want to get in on the chat,
Jump in.
Yeah.
I was
He'll
going to say,
send
I
you the
don't have.
link. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got the link, Mike, go ahead and send them.
Oh, yeah, I've got it on.
I don't have
I have it on
Dave or
email. Yeah.
Leaf's contact information. So
I don't have 2 screens here, so if I jump over email, I'm gonna pause.
Has anybody heard
So-
from Nas? Is Nas coming back? Nas had the Buick with the
Riviera.
Riviera boat tail.
Oh, the Buick Riviera.
Yeah,
Like,
he spent some time in the bus with us a couple of nights.
I haven't seen him really post anything lately, but
Because
I
Nas
haven't
has a
seen him
food
post anything
channel.
lately. My understanding
Yeah.
was he sold that thing too. So
Oh really?
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yeah,
He
I
said
like
what-
Nas.
yeah. What'd you say about his channel?
He does a food channel. He's
He
a
does a
foodie.
food channel. Okay.
Yeah, he has a food channel on Facebook and YouTube, and I follow him. But I haven't heard anything about whether or not he was coming back on tour. But he was a lot of fun. I like those young kids, Nas and that other. I don't know. My wife called him the super hot guy in the Lincoln. That young kid.
Oh, I
Had
don't
that
know.
big
I
black
didn't
Lincoln.
get to meet him. Yeah.
He was 30. What was his name? Anybody? Had that beautiful
remember.
black Lincoln Continental.
Oh, Oakland.
Oakland.
Oakland?
Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry,
Again, my wife called him the hot guy.
Yeah, Oakland.
In the Lincoln. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
was the
I'm
hot
looking
guy.
for-
in the
Oh,
Lincoln.
Oakland. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
his
Oakland. Yeah.
I'm looking for. Oh, there's Dave's.
Was it
Okay.
Oakland? I think it was Oakland.
Yeah, it was Oakland and Nas.
Okay.
I think Oakland's building something though.
I don't know. I saw Adam Coleman's building another square body, although
Yeah.
it's not a crew cab.
Dave, Leaf,
He's
if
got
you
wheels
look
on
at
it
your
that I want.
Facebook, there's a
There's
message
Jim.
for you guys.
Yeah, you guys can join if you want to.
Yeah, we have no rules tonight. This
This is
not
a free for all. We're just gonna do what we want. Talk about what we
Free for
want.
all.
You know.
Mhm.
Pray for us. So actually, we got the guy right here that can pray for us.
That's right. That's Jim's
Yeah.
job.
Mm-hmm.
At the ready, my man.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
He's praying for us right now, probably.
Leaf,
Yeah.
Leaf, it went to the PVC race. I'm not sure if that's the one you use or not. So
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah. When Jim says he's going to do a laying on of the hands, it was completely different than what I expected.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
and,
Because
and
the last
Dave,
time,
if you
last time a guy offered me that, I ended up paying him a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, if
I mean,
you
it was
join,
worth it.
Mike and Chad said they'd drink for you with you.
Oh, win
Hey, yeah,
now?
y'all can
No.
drink together that way.
Oh yeah, on Poverty Tour, sure. I'll drink on Poverty Tour. I ain't drinking.
Yeah.
I ain't drinking. I mean, I am drinking a little bit, but I have a
Oh,
mixed drink. So, yeah.
I've got I got my monster.
You got your money. I'm actually drinking Pepsi tonight, guys. I'm letting down the crew. I've been on the road. Right after we got back, I did another 2,200 miles back down
Do
to
a buff
Houston
thing. Yeah.
to look at a couple of Yugos and then do some medical appointments with my wife. And so I am trashed out. I'm
What-
just
Are you?
Done.
You're back home now, right?
yeah. I got on Wednesday night just before that stupid car show.
Okay.
And got back. So, but did look at the Yugos, and you're gonna believe this. I passed.
You
What?
You did not pass
Really?
on both of them.
Passed,
passed-
on both of the Yugos.
That one was a GV. You even
It
won
was
the
a G-
GV. It was the right
Yeah.
year. It was the right.
It was
color.
everything. It was,
It was
right.
the GV.
It was good value. That's what GV stood for. Good value.
I understand. How did you pass? Like, when are you going to find another one like that?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey,
I don't even think he sees us.
Oh,
Oh, he's got like a real delay.
Hey, how's it
you
going?
might, you might need to put headphones on. We're getting a big echo.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
hey, take your computer
I've
off
got
the
a-
metric system.
I've got a huge delay.
Yeah, definitely a big delay.
Okay, hold on.
So,
gonna
but the
be-
fact
I
that
think I
you
might need
passed on
headphones.
Yugos, though, Chad, like I'm absolutely.
I know. I passed on him. I took the cash with me, and I was just like, I've got 5 projects lined up. I have way
Mhm.
too many cars sitting around, and so I just
Well,
said I'm going to go ahead and do the.
You had the
Wind
option to
Wagon
go
first.
dump them at John's house, though.
That's true.
Well, you know,
Ooh.
and Kai even said, Kai was like, "That's only about 3 hours from my place.
Mhm.
Because you could just drop them here." And I was like,
I don't know
"No,
if it's
I'm
3
not
hours
going
from
to
his
do
place.
it."
It's like 6 hours from his place, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know how far it is, but he said it
Yeah.
was a while. And but I decided just to take a pass on it, and you know. But to be fair, Jim, I took the hogback element on that 2,200-mile road trip, and I did not have 1 minute of problem in 2,200
Really?
miles in the hogback element. Jamie and I, and Justin with those extra foam in the seats, it was super comfortable. We
Nice.
really had and we ran at 80 miles an hour almost the entire trip. So
I've always
Hey,
kind of
Leaf.
wanted an
Leaf!
element. Leaf.
Hey.
And
What's going on,
now we
sir?
have 7. Howdy, howdy.
Mhm.
Yeah. This is just a chat room. I figure this is easier than watching you guys type on the screen, so why not?
That's true. You know.
Yeah.
Might as well just chat with everybody. So,
Yeah, this is
how many
this is how
viewers are in the chat right now?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
yeah,
3.
they're
Yeah.
3. There you go.
One of those might be me.
Yeah.
Still.
We're big time
Who's
today.
the third?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You know what this reminds me of, Justin?
see
When
if
I
I
was,
can.
I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago, I went to see a concert with Bo Duke.
Mhm.
Not Luke, whichever the brunette was. I can't think of what his name. Not the one that sang at the Sound of the Tone, but the other guy. And
Boy
literally,
and Van.
no, this was Bo.
Not John
Bo Duke.
Schneider. That's
Oh, yeah, John Snyder.
It's
Luke.
the other one.
not Luke.
It's the other one. It's not John
John
Schneider.
or
but it was
Tom
him.
Wopat.
Tom Wopat. So I went to see Tom Wopat in concert, and literally, it's a theater for 700 people in North Carolina. 3 people showed up to this concert. I'm not
No
kidding
way.
you. He sold 3 tickets to this concert. So, and I was working at PBS at the time, doing I had a show on there, and anyway, he just invited us all to sit on stage with him during the show, and he did a full 2.5-hour show and let the 3 people who came to the show sit on stage with him with his band while he did the show. And,
Wow.
I mean, that's how crazy it was. So you're just inviting people off the audience. Just come on into the chat.
Yeah.
Look at
Right.
and we got Leaf in here now. Look, Leaf is good looking too. So
Yeah.
he's taking up for all this ugly on stage. He's even got hair. He's
Yeah.
almost got as much hair as Mike's got.
You may have a very warped point
I'm
of
not-
view.
I'm not sure what
I know.
Dave's
Well,
doing,
I
but,
definitely
you know.
do. Yeah, I definitely.
Did you
have
think that I would have this much hair?
I didn't. I've never seen it clean before, so it's the first
I
time
know,
I've seen it not greased back.
I'm just saying it's a glorious mane.
You ready? Okay.
43, man, and I still got good hair. That's just like, you know.
So,
That's a
Leaf,
blessing right there.
what's your vehicle you're driving this year?
It is a mistake. It's a.
I love it.
It's a
By
1980.
Mercury?
What?
By Mercury? Mercury mistake?
I love that one, but it's a 1985 Nissan 300ZX. Was a turbo originally, but now it has a Chevy 350 and an NV 3500 out of an 88 Chevy pickup.
Yes.
Well,
That
that
is not a
sounds
mistake.
awesome.
It is.
Yeah, that is not a mistake.
So you got Granny Low.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
that's
terrible
perfect.
gearing set.
I mean, you can pull a house down with the car if you have traction.
The plus side is it has granny and it has an overdrive.
Yeah, there
And
you
the
go.
transmission was something I had laying around, so it all works.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
Gunther. I see Gunther's in the chat now. So he's probably
Canadian Dave, are you coming? Have you decided? Or did you just get back from
Hey,
Panama?
Gunther.
You have
Yeah.
have a deep tropical tan for a Canadian guy.
Yeah, I just got back from Panama. Oh,
Yeah.
I got back Sunday. Or no, Tuesday, not Sunday.
Were you on vacation or were you visiting family or what were you doing down there?
I was visiting a friend who went down about 3 years ago to start a business, and now he's up to like 4 businesses, and he's going to probably do a couple more.
Oh wait, hey
Uh,
Mike, he just said about.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, let's not start that. Let's not start that.
Oh, let's play that for sure.
Let's not play that. I cannot
I've
handle
got,
another
I've
night
got
like
water
that.
and Dr. Pepper right here, so it's not going to go nearly as bad as it did last time.
Watching
You know.
that event was something.
Oh,
it was amazing.
Well, Leaf,
I was
you
like,
know,
I'm glad I didn't
would-
participate
I
in this
would-
game.
never.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, I know you are, you know, But I bounced off the walls down to the bathroom and then bounced across the hall to the bed, laid down right after the live, and did not wake up again until about 2:00 in the morning. So
Yeah,
that was about 8:30 at night. I don't usually go to bed at 8:30 at night.
As
In
a
your last-
viewer watching, it was great because everybody was doing so well, and then you started seeing them just kind of fall off as it progressed. And I was sitting here laughing my butt off the entire time.
Yeah.
Every
Michael,
time he
I
would say
remember-
it, I could see the look on everybody's face. They're like, "Oh shit!"
Well, Justin goes.
I-
Justin goes, "Hey, let's. We're good now. We're good here." And I'm like, "No. Like, let's just keep going. We need
Yeah.
to take answers from the audience."
So
And I
I
don't
took the
remember anything
next
after that.
question that had about in it and it said, "Hey, Dave, read this question for us."
Yeah, like
Guys,
I was
you
just like,
guys.
"No, let's keep going." And I don't remember anything that happened after that. Nothing.
You did
Dave,
well.
are you coming, Dave? Have you decided? Have you made a decision yet?
It's not a decision. It's whether or not I have coverage to leave.
Oh, okay.
So-
That
Mark?
makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm just working on that right now. I mean, in terms of wanting to go, I definitely want to go. It's more of a coverage issue.
Yeah.
But I probably
Well, you-
should know
You have a
within
real
the next,
job.
yeah,
A real
within the
job
next
thing, that sucks.
within the next week or so, I'll know for sure. And during your guys' last show, I had the idea of if I do a merch with a cap, I'm going to do a can of maple beans on it with
There you
get her, not what
Dude, if you make that and put it up for sale, send me a link. I will buy it. And I don't even wear hats very much, but I will buy that.
That would be awesome.
Speaking of hats, I have to do this. I haven't told anybody, but this particular hat, you guys know that I like the fedoras, but this particular one, I've kind of kept quiet about where I got this one, and
I bet I could guess.
I know you can guess, and I would say most of you can, but I'm going to go ahead and hey, Gunther, you're a great guy. I appreciate the hat. It really picked me up. I appreciate it. So this one,
He said-
this is my best hat.
Gunther gave it to you? I thought it was someone else.
No, it was Gunther.
You know,
Gunther has good taste.
he does.
Gunther
I
does
walked
have
in
good
the
taste.
other
Yeah, he
day.
does.
I had a
He has
book
good
on
taste
my
in
front
friends
door.
too.
I don't know about that, but I had a book. I had a book on my front door.
There you go.
And I was like, "What is this book?" And it said "Whiskey, Pigs, and Pickles Cookbook." And Gunther sent me this cookbook, and I was like, "That is my 3 favorite things: whiskey, pigs, and pickles." And I've cooked a half dozen things out of that cookbook so far. So he does. Gunther gets me. He's like the first wife I wish I would have had.
He's a great guy, man.
It'll
And
save
I
you some
just-
time.
Yeah. So he's an awesome dude. I'm glad
He
we
sure
met.
is.
We came
I
back
picked up this hat in Panama.
back from
Oh,
Chad's
nice.
place, and we stopped at Gunther's for the night, and he set us up in a nice camper and fed us these wonderful BLT sandwiches.
Mhm. Good stuff.
It was.
He can sure cook.
Yep.
Man has God when he
I couldn't hear that very
I
well.
lost
Yeah.
you, Big Mike. Try it
Yep.
again.
Mike,
Yeah,
you
we lost
lagged
you for
out
a
there,
minute.
Mike.
Oh, sorry. I said that's a God-given talent what he can do with food.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it is.
no doubt about it.
Okay, yeah.
And I understand he's coming back for round 2.
Oh,
He's
for
not
the-
going to be able to
for
make
the-
it to our build.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
man.
That means
I-
you
I
have to be us,
wasn't-
Terry.
I was waiting for him to tell you guys, but he did personally call me and tell me he has to work, and he's also doing a wedding venue, which most of you know about. And I don't want him to have to take off so much, but
No.
he apologized profusely for not being able to come to this. So I told him I'd make sure that you guys at least had a pizza and something like that.
Well,
Well, I'm
know,
going
we have to
right
understand that
right
he's-
by his house. Tell him to cook, and I'll just pick it up and bring it on the bus.
See, now this is problem solving. This is. I like it.
We'll put it on the bus. I'll bring it right to the build.
So when are you guys gonna start that?
Oh,
It's
this
going to
is
be.
the
Go ahead,
first-
guys. Go.
1st of May, isn't it?
Yes.
First
First
weekend.
full
of
May
May.
weekend
1st,
in
2nd,
May.
3rd.
Oh
First
man,
weekend of May.
Yeah, we're gonna do the
Leave
whole
where-
build in 3
Leaf,
days.
where are you at?
Can't make it.
I'm in
Can't make
Stockton,
it?
Missouri.
Oh, you're not far then.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty close.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome
you
to come
are.
if you want.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna be
you're
in
welcome.
Hogback. Yeah, we're gonna be over in Hogback, Kentucky. So we'll
Yeah,
get you
Yeah.
directions.
Southern Middle Kentucky. So,
Where is that?
well, no, Hogback. What is it?
Hogback is every place when we don't want to tell people where we're going to be.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We're in Hogback, Kentucky, or Hogback, Missouri, or we were in Hogback, New Mexico at Pole Barn Garage West last weekend. So
Mhm.
it's wherever you don't want to be, you're in Hogback.
It's
Right.
genius, but it's well outside of my mental capabilities at the moment.
So the whole premise of this build is we've got a Southern Comfort conversion van. It's a 98 model. It's got some transmission slippage. It needs some tires, which are right here below me. Chad was nice enough to have some tires drop shipped. We have some other stuff that my phone's actually leaning against that John has sent ahead that goes into it. It's a little, he's a tech guy, so he's going to put some tech in it. The thing is just cool as it can be. The inside is absolutely great. The outside's good, except I'm missing a couple of the skirt panels that go on it. So if you go to the Real Sinister Motorsport and look, there's going to be some pictures on there.
Am I going to
And
be
I'm
carving those
looking
out
for
of wood
them.
yet?
I'm sorry?
Am I going to be carving those out of wood yet?
I'm thinking that you are. John's going to be printing them, and he said he could, but it would take a couple of days.
Okay.
So we may have to.
Tell them to make them a little thick, and that way they can be shaved down or sanded down.
That's right.
Depending on
Well,
the
we are
info.
in Kentucky, so you can get a log and trim it out pretty quick.
Yeah,
So
that's true. I'll bring my draw knife and a wheeling.
I was gonna say, if it
yeah,
prints out 100% infill, you could shave it down, but otherwise, it's probably going to need to be somewhat closer, or else the outside wall is. I mean, it depends on the thickness of the wall.
Yeah,
but otherwise,
that's what I'm
you'll have
saying. He
Right.
needs to make it thick. No,
I
I thought
found
about
some
doing it
that
out
are
of 2 by
close.
6s. So
but
I mean, that's a strategy.
I think we need the right one to go on it. You know, Victor
Yeah.
is. I want him to have the right one. Now, maybe we don't have it when we give to Victor, but anyway, we'll get it one way or another.
Oh, we'll find it.
And Victor will be fine with that. He just wants to go on poverty tour. I told him how much fun it was last year. And, you know, as I was telling the story of who all was there and I was describing you guys, it was like when Dorothy woke up from the Wizard of Oz, you know, and was describing, and it was just like you and just like you.
Oh, so which one of the people on Poverty Tour would you assign each of the people in the Wizard of Oz to? Okay, who is Justin on Poverty
I think
Tour
I'm losing
from the Wizard
signal.
of Oz?
I'm losing signal.
I was a tornado because I had no top on that Jeep.
You were a
If Mike is not the Cowardly Lion or the Wizard, I see Mike as the Wizard.
Oh,
I
crap.
think kind of
Like,
the
I would
man, kind of the
prefer to be-
man behind the curtain.
I could go with
Is that
that
what
one.
it is?
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh. You
I
guys,
could-
you
I
guys
thought
are
the-
way too nice to me on a regular basis, that's for sure.
I thought the
Hey,
Cowardly
would
Lion
that
had the
make
biggest heart.
Pam? Would that
Oh,
make
the
Pam
Cowardly
Dorothy?
Oh, Pam.
I
would
thought
have to
Chad
be
was Dorothy.
Dad was Dorothy.
I'm actually okay with that, you know, because some of you were somewhere over my rainbow. So,
Oh God.
I'm
what?
just
I
saying.
wasn't implying
Inappropriate,
anything.
Chad. Inappropriate. Okay? It's like, sure you weren't.
Oh man, it just takes
It's
one
fine.
pride
I-
flag to be ostracized.
I'm just saying. If
I didn't
bravery
stay in the
was
camper
part
with
of it,
anybody.
I was gonna say Justin for even attempting to drive that far in that Jeep, hauling a
Yeah.
trailer. That was some bravery there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bravery.
a little
It
bit
did
of courage.
just fine until I got off the interstate.
Are you saying Oklahoma roads were not your friend?
Oh my God! It tried to kill me.
And watching him shoehorn himself into it, getting around that bar, I'm like, there's just like 10 pounds of, you know, getting into a 5 pound sack.
If I were smart, I would have got a CJ7, but no, I like the CJ5 because it's cute.
It's cool.
Or a cutting torch and cut that piece off.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
half my car is built.
I
with a
actually
cutting
have
torch.
the little piece that's right there is for the doors. I can take that off. But most of the time, I mean, it's there's a yoga you get in and you twist, and then you're fine. If you don't do it that way, you hurt yourself.
So that's the secret to your youth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's the same way I put on a condom.
Yeah,
Oh,
put it
Yeah,
on
but
a
you don't.
twist.
But Chad, you don't have to let a fold the flap go over the side. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you're
That's
supposed
a
to tuck
good
your balls
point.
in, right, Chad?
You got to tuck them in. You got to. Oh, that's a story we're never telling again.
That's funny.
You might have to do some editing on this, Justin.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
actually,
I mean-
I have a question.
He's just letting it. He's just letting it fly free in the wind right now.
I was gonna say
That's right.
we got 4 whole viewers, so we're not offending anyone. I don't think.
That's right. Go ahead, Canadian Dave. Ask your question.
Not
Oh,
many anyway.
I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Okay,
I'm
so it's
doing
a
what I
question for
can to
Big
make
Mike.
that more, but go ahead.
Okay, so it's a question for Big Mike. When we were in Globe, we left and I was at, I don't know, Burger King. I saw you go by, you waved, and then I got my food, and then I was behind you. And when I got to the spot where everybody had met up, the bus was there, and Justin was there, and then I said, "Where's Mike?" He was in front of me, and then I had this idea that, according to my GPS, you were further down the road.
Mhm.
Like where the meeting point on my GPS said, it was further down the road. Were you further down the road? Like why
No,
weren't you at the group?
as soon as I pulled in,
He went wheeling.
because I tried to go wheeling, so I had to go to the bathroom first off, and there was a vault toilet just down the way a little ways, and so I went down to the vault toilet and did what I had to do, and then I thought, oh, I'm gonna go wheeling, so I kind of went over the hill,
Yeah, I watched the
and then
van.
went, oh no, and then I turned around and came back over the hill, and because it was not gonna go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm conflicted on taking the Jeep because that one little wheeling experience right there. Back when I lived down in Wyoming, I'll preface this with a story. Back when I lived in Wyoming, I had a Chevy K20, which is a big, wide, flat, long truck. And I used to take that thing all over the rocks and rock crawling and everything. And I was used to it because a K20 twists, the frame does, and it sticks to the ground. CJ5, on the other hand, is quite tippy, even in stock form. And my whole thought when I climbed that hill was, don't kill JD. Don't kill JD.
I was wondering on that. I have a K10, and frankly, the frame twists like heck, and it's kind of advantageous. But
They were absolutely awesome rock crawling.
watching that Jeep made me nervous when you were going up through there.
Yeah, it's like wheeling a brick. You turn and tires lift up. It has no flex whatsoever.
None.
But it
Well,
looks so good doing it.
We're taking the limo 4-wheeling this year. So whoever wins, it's going to get it
good
all
God.
chunked up. And Justin and Jim both got to ride in the limo the other day when they were up here in
And
Colorado.
sleep in it.
And sleep. They both slept in the limo the other day.
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time.
There's not enough room.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. But
Okay, so
well,
If there was enough room.
Justin, if you're on the lower level, would you be able to sleep on that couch?
Yeah, it's like the couch is like 7 foot long. It's fine.
Oh, it's deceiving from when you're looking at it through the camera
You
lens
might
as to how
have
big
to
it
move the
is.
coffee maker for your pillow if you really want to, but it's mostly all right. No, there's plenty of room downstairs for 1 or 2 or 3 people if depending on how much they like each other.
3 people downstairs, really? Are they
'cause
stacked?
there's a
Like,
couch that goes this way. There's a couch that goes this way that's 8 foot long, and a couch that goes this way that's 6 foot long. And then there's the whole floor section, which we put decking on, where you could put an air mattress for a third person downstairs if you wanted.
If you want to.
Yeah.
This sounds.
And then, of course, there's 2 upstairs, or you could sleep outside on the deck up on top.
Yeah, you just
Or you could sleep in the hot tub. We got room.
We
You
got
didn't
options.
Make a log cabin.
Can
You
I
made
make a
log
suggestion?
Of course.
Chad, I've got a suggestion for it. So from the hot tub trailer up to, say, beside the air conditioner, put some eye hooks, and you need a hammock now to put on it.
I think that would be a great idea. I was thinking about making the arms that folded up, on top, and then stretch a hammock.
Oh, we're above the hot tub. That way, if you fall out of it, you hit the
yeah,
wall.
yeah.
Oh, I
that's
like
smart.
Well, as hot as that hot tub was, he'd be cooked if he stayed in the hammock.
Oh man, that was bad.
Like-
I was. We were at a junkyard. Jim and I and Justin were at a junkyard in New Mexico, there in Hogback, and we found a canopy that blows off of a jet fighter, and I got it out of this junkyard, and it's literally a canopy that pops off of a jet fighter. So it had ejected from a jet fighter, and I brought it home, and I'm actually mounting it on the front of the limo as a wind dam that goes up to the limo now. So it's going to have this canopy mounted on the front of it, so that will eject. I'm going to put a couple of airbags in it, so in case stuff goes sideways, we just boom, we blow the airbags, the canopy blows off up in the air, and then we just take off.
There is no way I'm driving behind that vehicle. There's just no way something's going to come off.
It's only a matter of time.
Jim, back me up. That thing was stable on the road.
It was.
It was perfectly stable. You think that thing would be waving all over creation? No, it feels like a limousine on the inside when you're in it. It's perfectly quiet. The only thing
feels like a limousine, does it? Yeah.
The only thing you hear rattling is the shot glasses in their little holders.
Hey, I got a few pictures of the Zane trying to go up it, and I got some pictures of the Jeep, I think, with my phone.
But I remember you trying that, but I don't remember if I mean I've seen a video of it, but I don't know who has it.
I was gonna say I know I don't have it, but I've seen some kind of thing where somebody at least had a picture of it, but I'm not sure about anything else.
Yeah,
I think JD had some video.
Yeah, I think you need to look on the Poverty Tour website back in the back pictures. You have to scroll way down to find it, but I think it's probably in there.
I think that's where it was.
Yeah, I think on Dalton's channel he had some of JD's video that JD had taken. I think he was recording when you were up the hill with him.
Yeah. JD recorded that whole trip, and Dalton didn't use hardly any of it, but I understand. I was kind of talking to JD at the time, because he was a little nervous.
Trying to keep him calm.
Yeah, like just hold on, and we'll go up this hill, and I'm going to goose it now, and I've done enough wheeling, so.
The scariest part about being a passenger is the fact that you have absolutely no control over anything else.
No.
Canadian Dave told that story about his most treacherous road about being a passenger when your dad was going across the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem, having no control. There's nothing you could do, just sit down, shut up, and hang on.
Yeah.
Or hang in, hang out, and hang on. Yeah,
something about being a car guy says you're not a passenger princess, so.
I'm just saying, one of my last experiences of being a passenger in a Jeep ended up with us on the roof of the Jeep. So,
Our last
nice
passenger experience in an excursion almost left us down a big old giant ravine.
Yeah. I doped out of that one. I was like, I'm going to go outside and film.
Yeah, wait till you see Jim's video come out on Tuesday. We made some mistakes with the excursion, but we bought the insurance on the U-Haul trailer we had behind us, so we were just going to dog that until we just blew all four tires.
Chad, you do realize your U-Haul guy watches your videos.
I know. He's a big member of my channel.
Justin, Mike
can't hide from nobody.
He's back. I think he needs a link or something.
Oh, Mike. Oh,
yeah, I'm just in the.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just sitting in the studio waiting. So.
Sorry about that.
I didn't notice you're gone. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, but right, sure. Sorry, I was advertising. I was advertising the live, and it was eating up bandwidth, and so I decided to let it sit for a minute and try to get the bandwidth back.
Oh, funny part is I just look at the private chat. Like Mike says, "I'm back. Sweet. Can Justin let you know?" Oh, okay. Fine.
Can you let Justin know? Yeah.
I was just reading that. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Mike's right here.
Yeah.
I'm professional.
I just wasn't in the thing.
See, I'm not producer this time around.
You're just the host. That's all you're doing.
Host, yeah.
Just
the
trying
host.
to take it
We're
easy.
here to have fun.
Yeah. Man, did Canadian Dave just die?
He fell over. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Okay.
he kind of fell over for a minute. So
Can you speak? That's what we're supposed
speak
to
to
ask.
us. Give us the sign that you're being abused, Canadian Dave. What is it? Is it this?
Blink
It's
twice.
Yeah. Would
Yeah.
you like to be
4
choked
fingers.
out? Say our
Check
safe
the
word.
messages.
Blueberry. Our safe word is blueberry, Dave.
Chad
Okay.
has handcuffs. Let him know.
Yeah, I do have handcuffs. I'm bringing them on power.
I'm
No,
sorry.
Terry brought. Now,
Yeah.
Justin, Jim, me, and Terry, Mike, you might have been there on night one when those random chicks showed up, put on
Oh
the.
my gosh.
Oh, so these so
No,
we're
I wasn't
sitting there.
there.
This is the night before Poverty Tour started.
Yeah, this is before you
Yeah.
got there, Mike. You got there about midnight or so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're all hanging out at the bus. These rando chicks showed up, and not ugly chicks, rando pretty hot chicks, and put on the orange jumpsuits we had on the bus and the handcuffs and started grinding on the bus, doing these dropping
I
like
have
it's like
video.
stripper moves.
They were.
I am sorry, I missed.
They
this.
had been drinking a little bit before they got there.
Oh,
This is
wow.
Joplin?
Wow.
Mike, I will
Yeah,
send you
this
the
is
video.
this is in Joplin.
Please
Yeah.
do send me the video.
And they're grinding on this pipe outside because I've got this big black pipe sticking out of the bus, which
Yeah.
turns out that's where all the poop comes out. They didn't know that, so they're grinding on the poop pipe, and I'm going, Terry, do you think they're grinding on the poop pipe? And he goes, maybe they like grinding on the poop pipe. So and they had the full orange jumpsuits on, and
Good
they
Lord.
were poop pipe grinding. So it was good time, and they had handcuffs. We had handcuffs, didn't we, Terry?
Oh man. Yeah, they enjoyed it. And who is I can't remember her name. I apologize. She egged them on till they finally did it because the one lady said she couldn't because if it went on the internet, she was getting a divorce and her husband would see it. And then she got drunk enough that she didn't give
And
a damn.
That's right.
I
Who
just
was
Yep.
egging them
wanted
on?
to
Was
say-
it Jenny?
Sorry, I was. Just gonna
It
say,
was,
yes,
and I hate that I can't remember names. The blue
Was it-
Ford truck.
Oh, that's Chris.
Chris.
Okay,
Pine.
Chris's wife. I know Chris.
Yeah.
What? His wife was egging him on to get him to do
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
she's a nice lady.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say you'll get no crap from me. You will have AC. I will be sweating buckets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll be sweating
Mike-
too.
Me
Me and Jim
uh,
checked out his new Charger, and
mhm.
after our trip,
It's nice.
out around Colorado or
Hey.
Utah, I suggested he takes the fun car. And
Hey, it's a nice car.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
hello,
Yeah.
hello.
What's
Hello.
going on, man?
Who's this guy?
Oh,
Oh, it's John.
look,
Oh,
it's greasy guy.
Yeah, he said he's
Welcome.
working in the shop tonight, and we can't disturb him. So I was texting
Yeah.
him a few minutes ago saying, "Hey, get on here."
Yeah. Well, it's like I disturbed him earlier, so it's okay.
It's been fighting. It's put up a little bit of a punch him up. I've got to drop the transmission pan one more time and get the parking rod re-engaged.
You don't let out the magic juice.
never let out the magic juice.
Don't ever remove
No.
the magic pixie dust.
I mean, look at you. You look like you've been through war here.
Yeah.
You're always
Yeah.
got the magic in the where it was.
It wouldn't have any magic pixie dust in it.
You let out the juice, and now you
What?
got to go
Say
play
that
with
again?
your rod.
Say it again. Say that to my
strongly
face, okay?
believe
Again,
that-
because I didn't hear you actually.
If I didn't let out the juice wouldn't exist inside it anyway because it couldn't keep the juice in it.
Just JB weld around the entire outside. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be
that'll
fine.
do it,
It'll
yeah.
go, it'll go
Gunther,
fine until it doesn't.
There's
yeah.
about 50-50 chance that the Bego's not going anyway, so we'll have a race at some point. So
Mhm. So we'll have to drive up there just to have a race,
yeah,
just for the race of the
we
Bego.
might have to go to
and
the Mocan or something like that.
Mhm.
Buff was talking about that recently.
Well,
So.
Oh yeah,
I want to
Michael
race
would
the
not
Charger.
heck him up,
I
yeah.
want to race the Charger, but he could never take it out of low gear.
Hmm.
Just in the
Wait.
quarter mile.
Oh,
I
the
wonder how he
2015
did it.
Charger. Yeah.
Yeah, with his wife in the hot tub. I just
Can we
want to
do,
make
like,
sure
a
it's
slow
interesting.
race?
What?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to put people's wives in the hot tub? That doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. Yeah,
That's where wives go.
that's where they go.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know. I'd like to see who could go the slowest in a 20-foot area. So, you know,
My brake pedal action is actually quite good. So, you know,
I believe
I'm
it,
pretty
you
sure I
have
could win that one. Yeah.
Mike, you actually have a brake pedal? That's impressive.
That'd be a fun parking lot game.
I
for
know,
when
right?
we're all
Especially after
parked.
the other night.
We have
Good
the
Lord.
slow races. You can't stop. But
Oh crap! I didn't realize how greasy my hat got. Wow.
yeah, John, you look like you've been through war here.
You're
so.
frozen. We
Tom,
can't
you're
see
froze
anything.
up.
I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, it is a classic motorcycle thing to have like a slow race.
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried it
Oh,
with a car,
yeah,
but I'd be willing
yeah.
to try.
I've done tractor races, but that's zero down.
Just to see
We used to
who's
do
the
a keg
slowest and
roll
idle.
at all our motorcycle rallies. We'd get in front of a keg and have to push a keg
Yeah.
and roll it
There, is that better?
into a
Nope.
circle.
Still frozen.
I-
Same
I was
picture.
going to say keg roll. I've done the keg toss at the
All you
rig
guys
fair.
know.
Might have to leave and come back, John.
I did midget tossing one time, but that was back when it was socially acceptable in the 80s.
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days. I miss them.
Is everybody frozen? Okay, no, everybody. Okay,
No, we're just all real still.
yeah,
Yeah.
All-
We're just sitting
Everybody
here.
start
Me
waiting
and Chad
around.
talking
We're
about
sitting
midgets.
waiting for. We're sitting waiting for
Test.
John to figure out. For
Oh.
Derek. Okay. So he pops in on another. So we have
I'm,
John.
I'm helping.
Event.
John, I'm
twice.
helping.
I didn't know
you.
what that was.
Oh,
We
okay.
got John Sepson now. Hang on.
Hey, wait.
John, you're still frozen. You're still up there and
He's
frozen.
wearing
You're
different.
still
That's
you're
awesome.
frozen while we're
Hi.
also talking to you. Yeah, that's
I
great.
can remove the other guy. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, at least the other guy's
There we
gone.
go.
This test thing still here. I don't know why
I
that's.
don't know this test guy.
At least you're here.
Well, that's what I get for getting on my phone. I have no idea why.
You're a little loud. I can
Well,
turn you
well,
down.
get off your phone and get on your computer.
Oh, he's gone
And
now.
he's gone again.
Okay. Well,
And he's gone again.
the tech guy's having all kinds of issues.
I believe
Yep.
in him. He's still around.
Yeah, that's irony.
How's
He's
John
here
on two
somewhere.
streams?
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I got to agree with Gunther. Y'all should make definitely an event at some point in time.
Oh,
Oh,
we're-
and do what?
I don't know.
Oh, we should make an event. Oh crap!
Yes.
Like the Poverty
I-
Olympics.
yeah.
The Poverty Olympics or something? No, we
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
to do a poverty.
stu-
we need-
That stupid car show, but it's the
Mhm.
car show.
yeah,
You got to race in reverse, towing a trailer.
We're just gonna do that stupid car show drag races or whatever at MoCan. That makes the most amount of sense to me.
Actually,
throw it
I
together.
would absolutely love that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
in.
I mean, like
Yeah. Well, Buff wants to go, so that'd be a fun one.
mhm.
Yeah, we're doing a live that night anyway, right? On
There we go.
that Wednesday
Oh,
night.
probably.
For
There
the
you are.
car show.
Yeah. See,
Working sort of now.
what happened was I'm just really high off of the brake cleaner fumes.
Oh well, that's no problem.
Probably.
That's just
Nice.
That
tradition.
makes sense.
That's
Well,
why
Justin,
half of
our-
us work on cars.
Yeah. I've been painting a Winnebago bathroom today with Flex Seal, and that stuff's potent.
It is.
It has some fumes. I tasted the rainbow.
That CRC original formula brake clean stuff that's strong stuff, and with a hint of cinnamon, I think it's weird.
I like the green can. I'm gonna die on that hill.
Yeah, well, you want to die on the hill that you shouldn't leave the magic pixie dust in the transmission either, and we all know.
Oh
that you're
gosh, here
wrong.
we
So
go.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
Mike.
here,
You're not gonna have a trans.
there is no way I can agree with not maintaining the fluid in your transmission.
No, I agree. The agreement is you should maintain the fluid in your transmission, but if for some reason your transmission comes to you on a used car at a point that it has not been well maintained and it's got sludge and magic pixie dust in it, you leave it alone until it fails. Because if you flush it and try to take that out, what it's really going to do is just cause the transmission to fail early.
I mean,
So-
you could just put Type F in it if you really need that extra.
You know
grip.
what it's actually going to do, Mike? It's going to flush all that gook out. It's going to put the pressures back proper. It'll make the frictions and steels actually engage properly. You'll actually have a transmission that moves your vehicle and doesn't spin itself to pieces
Then
and
tell me
overheat.
why
And
I
it'll
put-
last longer.
Tell me why I
And-
put seafoam in my Suburban transmission, not this one, but another one that I had. And like immediately, it just as soon as it warmed up, it wouldn't go anywhere. But
Right.
cold, it would move for 2 minutes.
Because you didn't flush it first. You got to flush it, dude.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Well, also, I'm going to
Swap the
say
filter.
if you need extra friction, use Type F. That stuff does have extra
Okay.
friction. I don't recommend it for longevity, but if you need to make something work a little longer, you can use that stuff.
Type F is just a little bit less slick. And so what'll actually happen is it'll make the transmission engage harder. Drag racers like it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That being said, it's probably not good for it. But
Well,
if
Ford
you're already
people
on the way
use
out,
Chemistry, technology.
Well-deserved sarsaparilla.
nice.
Nice. Okay, I'm at my bandwidth. I think Jewel gets
All right.
kicked off
Hey,
here.
John, comparing that to like Sioux City sarsaparilla brand, what would you rate it at?
What happened?
I would rate this very highly. Jones Soda Company did an excellent job on this stuff.
Nice.
Jim, what have you been eating this whole time?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving stuffing seasoned popcorn.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, that sounds like vomit.
I thought it was still bologna sandwiches from.
Good until July 20th.
Oh,
I thought it was still
Good
bologna sandwiches
God.
from.
put it back up. What brand is this? Is it just like
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's? Okay.
There you go. That
And
makes
that
sense.
explains
Yeah.
Oh, you
everything.
can't hide money.
Never heard of it.
I was gonna say that's all fancy right there.
Yeah. It's
Can't
vomit
get that
in
and
the
save
bag.
a lot.
That's true.
Jim,
Yeah.
Jim keeps an eye on what chemicals are in his food, which is probably something everybody should do.
I
But
try to
it
eat
does
as many
it does
vegetables
ensure
and
he's not going to
preservatives
eat your
as possible.
snacks.
Hmm.
Oh, Leaf. Side note, talking about chemicals. This stuff is regular, just cane sugar, no high fructose corn syrup.
So in other words, it's the delicious stuff.
It's delicious and
Yeah.
better for you.
Yes.
I like the
but
root beer version of that.
I'll have to try that.
You know, when my
It was
grandmother
good.
was in the nursing home, she used to always keep peanuts by her bed, and I would always eat those peanuts. And then after she passed, my mom told me she didn't mind me eating the peanuts because my grandmother had already sucked all the chocolate off of them. So that made it better.
And your mother didn't care because she'd been giving you paint chips as a kid, so nothing could hurt you now.
Lead based. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I've been
those
working in this
tasted
Winnebago
sweet.
bathroom from 1969. I'm been painting the walls, and all these little chips are come off. I'm not sure if it's asbestos, formica, whatever it is. It's all good
It's
for
probably
you.
asbestos. Yeah.
It's mica, most likely. At least I hope so for your lungs.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Well, asbestos is only dangerous if you breathe it in. You know. That's
if you cover it in Flex Seal, it's probably all right.
It's
So
there are
Flex Seal, we need a
companies,
commercial. Or
there are companies that do asbestos entombment, and that's kind of what they do. Is they just kind of coat it over really good.
They use
Yeah.
a thick epoxy usually.
I mean,
That's what I was on the floors anyway. I don't know about
When,
others, but they'll cover over the tiles with
Yeah.
floor or with epoxy.
Yeah.
When I ran
Yeah,
when I ran the streetcars in downtown, we still used the original asbestos insulation because it was the best thing in case one of the 600 volt fingers decided to arc and like shoot at you, and the controller's right here,
Yeah, when those guys that do asbestos abatement, they have to be licensed. We see them all the time at work.
Yeah.
They come in, and eventually you can become a master at it. So you'll be a master abater. Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Mm.
it shows we have four
you're
people in the
paid
chat,
asbestos,
but only
so-
Gunther's talking.
Oh man.
Gunther, we appreciate you too, man.
Hey, what's the
Yeah.
gas price everybody's at right now?
Oh,
$3.29 in Colorado today.
$3.49 in Stockton and in Bolivar.
We're $3.99 in St. Louis.
Yeah, I was gonna say right.
$4.14 in Hogback.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we're cheaper here in Illinois than you are in Hogback.
It's 425 in here in Oil-rich Texas, right up the road.
Yeah, I was gonna
Is
say
it
like
really?
409 here.
There's no rhyme or
I
reason to it, guys.
It's fucking Monday.
Say
John,
again.
I was in Kessel, Texas, John, on the way down to San Angelo. We paid $2.99 in Kessel, Texas.
There's
It's
no
all
reason
over
to
the
rhyme
place.
to it. It's
It
all
was
over.
all
Very
over the
much
place.
so.
The gas
DFW
stations are taking their cut.
You went
Lockwood.
through. You went. Sorry, go ahead.
DFW is normally higher than South Texas for whatever reason.
For some reason, Lockwood, where Buff and Jesse broke down the other day, I was there like the day before.
So what do you guys think about this
$3.19.
E15 gas that they're going to be putting on us?
The what did you say? Oh, E15. It's not
Sorry,
really
what
going
were
to
you
make
saying?
that much of a
What were you
difference.
saying, Leaf? About
5% more ethanol is not going to hurt that much, really. I mean, it's gonna make the corn lobby very happy, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
It's
E15.
going to cause gas mileage on old vehicles to go down to their 2 or 3%. So
I don't even think it's going to even hit that much. If you count the actual percentage, I think it's going to be maybe 1%, maybe.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not going to be much.
it's not going to.
What's that going to do for old cars, though?
Nothing.
eat the fuel lines.
No more than the 10% is doing right now. I mean, you're just up in the concentration of hair, so maybe your gaskets that haven't been changed since the 70s go out
Yeah, if you
a
have
month earlier.
You have anything that sits for a long time, it's going to attract more water into your tanks.
You're
No,
right.
that it will do.
Right.
Yeah, it is very hydrophilic.
Whenever I first started running E10 in a 1975 KZ400, it swelled up the fuel lines, and I just went through everything. And after that, it's been years, and I've never had any issue. I can even run, if I rejetted the carbs, I could probably run E85. It's not going to hurt anything as long as you're running the right fuel ratio.
Yeah, and
But-
the modern fuel lines, the modern rubber.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that, and he has point letting it sit, not so good, but everything else.
I've
fine.
thought about an E85 carburetor a couple of times.
Letting any carb set for many moons with no draining and leaving the fuel in, it's not good for it anyway. So it's kind of, I don't know. I guess my message is maintain your stuff.
Justin took apart the one on the Galaxy, and it wasn't that bad, was it, Justin?
No. See, I got fuel injection, so I'm good.
Well,
I got a newer carburetor.
I'm
Still
annoying my
gonna
wife.
last
to do it,
year.
I'm sure.
I'm a big fan of E85 as far as
think it's not
power
worth your fault.
goes, but it's far enough away. I'm not going to have something that only drives on it unless it's a dedicated drag car or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
closest area to me with it is Springfield. So
Did
yeah,
you guys?
that's
Did you
one.
guys? Anybody ever grow up with white gas? Now in Kentucky, we had a product called
that.
white gas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was
I've
like
got it.
It was like 108 octane or something crazy like that. Or
It's,
does anybody remember that?
I-
What was
I-
that?
it's-
What was that product?
it's basically kerosene, a super
Pretty much,
refined
yeah.
kerosene.
It's
Um,
close to what they used to call distillate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I
good-
actually
good-
still have
good
a
for old
can of it
tractors.
somewhere.
Yeah. So I was going to say
Would that be
hilariously, the
considered
manual
like
for
the
my
JP8?
37B says use that occasionally.
Really?
See, I really miss. I had a girlfriend in high school that worked at the airport.
I'll be right back.
She was one of those. Well, in our airport, she just basically said, "Yes, the runway's clear," because it always was clear. But at any rate,
Mhm.
So how far is this 85 Nissan 300 on this V8 swap?
I will say, give
Jim,
me
you
just
must have a
second.
delay. You're
I
interrupting
really
everybody.
appreciate that, Gunther, but there is no way I want to do anything like that. But I really appreciate it because now I'm complimented.
Well, you did that bit for that video for the fuel pump
Yeah.
monstrosity we made, Adam, and it was smooth, man. It was smooth.
What
Did not
I was
feel
going to say is,
comfortable. Well,
I used to get low lead from the airport, 100 octane low lead.
Mhm.
El Camino loved that shit.
I've got a gas can full of aviation gas actually in my garage right now for that reason of if I'm running a higher shot of nitrous on my car, I
Oh,
drain
yeah.
the fuel
Oh,
and put in
that's
nav
absolutely-
gas.
It makes a
So-
difference.
It makes a huge difference. I've never had it ping or any issue, even up to
Yeah,
full
I've
200
had
shot
people
or
tell me
anything.
that running the 100 octane aviation fuel in cars is the bad idea, but that old El Camino I had just loved it.
I've never had any issue with it. And my biggest thing is it's expensive, but other than that, it's
Well,
no real issue.
I used to get they used to have to fill up a airplane and they have to pour off a little bit, and they keep the 5-gallon buckets full of it, and he just give it to me. So it was quite a great deal.
Freaking sweet. I have to go buy it, but admittedly, I'm only 5 miles away from where I need to buy it, so it's convenient.
I'm literally across the street from my airport right now.
Oh,
So,
that's even better.
yeah.
But that
Walk across and get
1985,
5 gallons, come back.
yeah, it's legal. It's driving. I've got the wipers working. I actually just replaced the brake master cylinder because it turns out it was leaking into the booster. It doesn't seem to have any overheating issues, but I'm going to put in a few heater cores on the front just to make sure because I didn't have a radiator that fit it right. So I'm using this universal aluminum one that I had laying around with a radiator fan off of something. I don't really remember. And again, I do appreciate that, man. But no. So I
Are we
need
going to have to MacGyver something again, like when we had to roll your fenders last year?
I am trying to get the air suspension to work, and I'm not having much luck at the moment.
You got 55 days.
Well, the plus side is it actually drives really well. I've got it.
Yeah.
I aligned it myself, so who knows? But
What
everything.
What type of air suspension are you trying to run?
Well, it has stock air suspension in it, along with motors that change the shock settings. So it has air
Okay.
shocks in it, and I was hoping to stiffen up using it, but it has a little pump actually originally that airs
Right.
up the system, which, oh, hey man,
Hey, Peter.
but
Hey,
they,
Peter.
Hey,
I don't
Are
think
you
those
here
are
because of my advertising?
successful, but the springs are still working. It has a good ride height. I'm going to switch out my wheels to right now. I'm using the back wheels are some Nissan truck wheels. The front wheels are off of a like 90s Dodge Caravan, and I'm switching to a 2005 Chrysler Town and Country wheels. So I think it'll give me a little bit of clearance, but it'll give enough in the wheel well to not have any real issue with it. We'll see.
you're running a heavier motor in that vehicle now, so is that going to compensate for the weight difference that you're running?
I totally ignored that on my 280 as well as the 300, so I have great faith. It probably won't matter. Also, I sawzed all part of the cross member to try to fit my radiator in the rad support, so I'm sure I'm saving tons of weight on the front.
Let me put it like this, Terry. Last year when he was running his other Z, he had it stuffed to the ceiling the whole way with just the everything. And it was fine. It still had some suspension travel.
Adam, McVeigh, and John helped me roll the fenders, so that fixed the problem.
We did do that. Yes.
Yep.
And in this case,
I've heard they did that.
Yeah, in this case, I have absolutely no fear about any part of it. And if I need to take a Sawzall to the fenders, it's fine because this is originally supposed to be a drift car. So there is exhaust on it, tractor flaps. It's an exhaust, so it'll work.
Of course, that's what you're supposed to have.
Yeah. I mean, there's no hood, but
Well,
there's an exhaust.
You don't need a hood.
That's kind of my hope.
No,
It shoots some pretty cool fireballs out the top if you get
What
on
engine did you say it was?
It's well, this is where it gets a little weird. It's a Chevy 350 out of an 88 Chevy, but it has 4Tech heads on it. It was originally bored out 30, I think, and it was way worn out. And I had some 40s sitting around, so I hand honed it until the 40s kind of fit. So
Perfect. I like it.
Anyway,
just a driveway rebuild. That's fine.
Oh, it's completely.
Of course.
Then I stuck a Summit K1103 cam in it, which is pretty mild, and it fit the lift okay, and basically threw together what I had laying around to make it work. So it's got a eBay
wait.
on it.
That guy's awesome.
I believe in you.
You hear that?
Was that? Yeah. It sounded like a large lawnmower.
It was a Dodge Dakota with no mufflers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like one of those old 318 Dodge Dakotas.
I actually got my my exhaust installed today, finally, and all buttoned up. My Canadian-made exhaust, Dave.
Oh.
Yes, they're
BRP.
No, it's generic kit from company in Michigan.
Well, must mean it's made of silver and not gold.
It is silver, yes. It is silver.
It would be. Yeah, it would be. Because that's where they end up in their metal count, silver.
But it's significantly quieter, which I kind of like, because last year it was a drone the whole way.
Well,
yes, you're right, Peter. I am having technical issues. I'm on my phone right now because I just crawled out from under this truck because Justin started texting me. I mean, here's the evidence.
He's like, get in this live. You need to be in this.
Get in here.
Is Peter here because he saw one of the posts that I made? That's my question.
Yeah, he said so. Yeah, he saw
one
of your
cool.
posts.
Yeah. I was like, I went out while we were on the live. I was just like, oh, no, there needs to be more people in here. I went everywhere I could and posted about it.
Oh, well. So, yeah, we're
well,
not really.
Now he left.
Well,
do what?
Point of fact, I'm using Dave's gift here to prop up the phone, so it's already putting in work, bud.
Hey, did you catch
John?
why? Do you know why I sent you that 10 millimeter?
Yeah, because everything on a Volvo is 10 millimeter.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you were working on the Volvo and you dropped it, and you're like, well, that's gone. It's like I'll never find that again. Went into the bowels of the inside of the under the hood, and I'm like, He needs some more 10 mils to finish this car.
Always more 10 mils. Always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just might as well have a stockpile of them. They'll all
Yep.
be missing.
It's amazing.
You're
how much
talking
stuff
about
we can
using
use.
his gift to prop your phone. My phone is propped against the box you had shipped here right now.
You're telling me two people are using.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
And there's
Look at that.
tires.
It did it.
Turn
It did
the
it
phone the
right.
way.
The
Oh, yeah.
tires that
Yeah.
Chad had sent and the box that John had sent. Yeah.
Right.
Goodies in that
That's
box.
hilarious. Yeah. I'm sure there's
The
something good
blinky
in that
lights
box.
even.
Well, before you got on, John, we was talking about Vic and just the craziness that went on that transpired to make all that come about. But and I said it to them, and you weren't on here, so I need to say it one more time. Thank you for taking your time to do this for my buddy.
No, no,
I really
no problem at all.
appreciate it.
I mean, getting
And
an excuse to take a road trip, and I mean, this time I have a co-driver, so that works out.
Hello.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Mike, and
He
I
may
don't
have
mean
to
this
rip-
bad, but I completely
Yeah.
forgot you're the van guy, and I was gonna be calling you. Listen, I had forgot about the live tonight, so I was gonna be calling you tonight. So I'll say it now because you're the van guy. Start looking for my Southern Comfort.
I aggravated my uncle yesterday because the bed that came out of my van was in his garage, and he put it all back together. And he goes, "It's fine now," and I'm just like, "No, now it's OEM." And I kept going, "It's not OEM." And he goes, "Yes, it is. It came original with the van." It's like, but it's not OEM. It's from a conversion company. And the one
Yeah,
thing I tell all
right.
the guys on the van thing is just like, good luck finding parts because
So
Yeah.
Terry,
Well,
they're all.
I
like I
did
said-
more research on your part there, and I texted you about it, I think, but this is kind of for Mike. So the company that originally made that conversion kit was based in Grand Prairie, so there's bound to be some of those vans around here somewhere.
You would think there is.
Probably, I mean, maybe, yeah. So, but the
Yeah,
problem is,
The thing is, the
it's
only way
finding
you're
the
gonna
right
find those.
color.
Well,
No, I can paint it. That's not a problem.
Oh, I
I've
didn't
already
think about
talked to the
that.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Guy. They can mix it in a can. I can spray it.
Mhm.
It's easy.
yeah.
I don't
Okay.
care color.
Okay.
The thing is, you're gonna have to come across that exact van with
Mhm.
that exact body trim kit
Yep.
in a
Mhm.
junkyard somewhere, and that's just
Yep.
dumb luck.
And,
Yeah,
and
not much.
Well,
you know,
I
the guys
have found
on
a
the-
couple of them, and that's the crazy thing. I found a couple, but for some reason, marketplace people just refuse to message you back. And I don't.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
I want to go through the internet and choke them to death.
Yeah, I about bought an El Camino today, and the guy sold it out from underneath me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
$500 El Camino. You know, I needed it. It was a 80 or
You
78
needed
El
that.
Camino, and it had a camper shell on. I was like, I need that for my El Camino.
Yeah, you 100% need that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, what transmission does that van use?
It's a
Right.
4L60E.
We're L60E.
It's
Yeah.
the same-
It's the
it's the
M30.
Is it two-wheel drive or four-wheel?
Two-wheel.
It's two-wheel. So
Okay.
it has the detachable bell housing.
all right.
Which is a neat feature, really, for
Yeah.
cross compatibility.
Yeah, I have a spare four-wheel drive 4L60E. I was gonna say that I'd be happy to, but the problem is you'd have to strip out the tail shaft is different on those.
Justin?
Nope, no, that's John.
Mhm.
I don't let the
You
match.
Oh, that
can't
is John.
swap it
That's
out.
right. That is
Yeah,
John.
change
John's
the-
the only one that understands the magic pixie dust, apparently. So
It's not
we'll
hard
just
to
let him-
do, but it's not.
It is not difficult.
No,
So
I just
I've done the 4L60Ts or the transverse ones, and
yeah.
I've done
Yeah.
Turbo 300s and Turbo 400s, but I've never really got into the modern stuff.
No, I don't do too
What
much.
year's that
those,
van,
the
Terry?
Turbo 350s and 700s.
98.
I'm going to make Mike scared. Here you go, Mike. Be afraid. Continue fearing.
Hey, where did Chad go?
I guess he
I don't know.
jumped off.
You got to have books, man. You got to have books if you crack open the magic box.
Oh,
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a 98. It's got the 4L60E, but it is the M30, which is the
Okay.
detachable bell housing. Now, Kai is looking pretty strong for a transmission for it. So
Okay.
He's been on that heavy. I've been talking to him.
Did the lead I find not work out?
Well, again, that's some of those things. And if you go on the internet or on Marketplace and look, you're going to see a bunch of transmissions for $400 or $500.
Sure.
And when you look at the person that's selling it, they started Marketplace in 26. I'm not buying from somebody like that. And it never says rebuilt on the ads either. It says tested, and it's got a fresh paint job.
Right.
So they scare me.
Well,
they're still at local shop. I can give them a call. That they keep transmissions on the shelf to swap out for fleet vehicles.
Well, and that's what Kai had looked at. The one you sent him, matter of fact, and then another one. And one of the places said they needed a core right then. Kai was going to bring it back, and he says, no, we need it right now, or we're not going to do it. So I don't know. We'll find something.
Just give you a core charge and they'll refund it later, right?
Right. That's what I've always done. It's a core. So
Ramwood Park Nation, how you doing
Hey,
tonight?
Ramwood Park.
dude.
Hey.
We're just having a hangout tonight. We're just talking amongst ourselves. We're not worried about anything, but
yeah, they interrupted me doing actual work to do this.
Yeah.
See, I'm
Practically
avoiding
begged
anything.
you to come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know it's more or less. Hey, John, Leaf's on. You should come on.
That's actually what the message I saw when my phone went off under the truck, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll go on."
I was in the comments,
You
and
needed
they're
a
like,
break.
"Hop on," and I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, sure, why not?
With Canadian, yeah.
Oh,
Dave,
I mean, world famous Canadian Dave.
no,
I mean,
He's
how
awesome.
often do you get a chance to talk to the world famous Canadian Dave?
not often enough.
Matter of
No.
fact, I don't remember half the stuff that we talked about the last time that we talked.
And that is
I don't
true
figure
fact.
you would.
Yeah, you're pretty lobotomized.
You did a good job, let me tell you.
What
it was
about
funny because when it was over, I came out. My wife was watching it on the television. She says, "I cannot believe how easily you slipped in those stories and abouts into your stories. 2s and 3s."
You were going faster than I could keep the counter going.
Yeah. When I was telling the story,
watching the counter, I wouldn't even listen to you at that point. Yeah.
at that point we were just laughing every time you said it.
When I saw Chad to start to shake his head, I knew it was a bit much because he was drinking heavy each time too. He wasn't taking a sip.
No.
yeah,
He was
Chad
hitting
wasn't feeding. He was getting after it. Let's see. Where's the right section here? Hey, look here, Mike. Be afraid.
No.
No. Magic.
Is it gonna be our new thing? You're just gonna keep showing me transmission looks and just go like, "Are you scared now? Are you
Pretty
scared
much.
now?"
That's gonna be a thing. No, I'm kidding. I'm just looking for the. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what the rooster comb looked like on this and refresh my memory.
You guys hold this on for a second. I'm gonna let the dog back in the house. She's looking at me sad.
Oh, that's easy. I could probably do that without even dropping the valve, buddy. Okay.
Hey, I've got a quick question for Leaf.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess it's for everybody but Leaf. Does anybody have Leaf's phone number? Don't say it on here, obviously.
No.
You do?
yeah. I saw it. It was down at the truck stop. It said, "For a mediocre time, call."
That is
okay.
me. That is exactly me.
He's high price though. He's $15.
Don't worry, I'll go to that truck stop and get it. Hey, one of you guys give Leaf my phone number. Leaf, text me. I need to tell you some more about these builds and stuff we're doing here, being as you're so close. So I'd like to talk to you one-on-one if we can.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Sounds good to me. If you don't mind, John, if you could give me my phone number or something.
I think I can handle that.
Thank you.
I'll probably
You're
drop
all right.
off here when I do it, but
Yeah, that's fair.
I need to clean up anyway.
I'll bring you up to speed on what's happening at Sinister Motorsports.
Sounds great to me.
It's
Actually,
nefarious,
I guess-
is what it is.
What
It's
I'm going to
me.
do is I'm going to pick your brain like I do with Kai. He won't talk to me anymore, so I'll use you until you hang up.
Well, I don't know very much, so don't take anything. And for what it's worth, my standards are remarkably low of anything I'm putting together. So don't take
Oh,
my
mine's
advice.
lower. Mine's much lower.
I've seen your cars. I doubt that.
Terry,
Yeah.
we've
I
seen
do
your cars
stupid
and,
stuff on
and
the
your
side.
surgically clean shop. We know your standards are pretty high there, pal.
Hey,
My
I'm
shop
just-
is not that clean. Not
Hey,
right
Ain't in
now.
mine.
for what it's worth, the floorboard after my driver's seat and the 300ZX fell through the floor, I replaced it with a lot of Harvest Gold parts harvested from a dryer, Sawzall blade that was broken, and some other stuff, and just threw it in and welded it together. It'll be fine.
Absolutely.
It all sticks.
I
It's
like that.
If it works, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's
So this
solid. I jumped up
300
and down
ZX
on it.
didn't start out pristine, is what you're saying.
I got it very, very cheap without anything in it.
I can almost top that. And I have 3 witnesses on here that can verify on a
We are
veteran
not.
van build what kind of body work I
No.
did.
Oh, it was. I got it on camera. I didn't put it in the video, but I have it on camera.
I do want to save that particular body work for posterity. So
It's holding together. It's there. It's fine.
See?
it looks
Yeah,
great.
it'll be there until it isn't. You know.
If it holds,
Have you ever heard of spray foam?
Yeah, you use it for body work, right?
The stuff
yeah,
that's on the
boy.
ceiling here.
Canadian
That's
Dave, you know what I'm
problem.
talking about, right?
Yeah, it has many uses.
You ain't
Like
kidding.
You're out of beer?
Like
Oh,
duct
so
tape.
good.
Sad.
Oh, I emptied the cookie jar. Look at him.
Mhm.
Well, that's what I did. I backed it with duct tape, then I sprayed it. Then you pull off the tape and it makes a nice smooth edge. Then you just go over it with filler and it's fine. It's
I mean-
absolutely fine.
hey, for what it's worth, I trust in filler. I temporarily repaired one of my air compressor tanks that blew a hole because of rust with Bondo, and then forgot about it for the next 5 years.
Well, see, that tells
Until
you
it
right
blew their
there.
hole.
Okay,
What?
Mike. You know how
No.
I'm trying to scare you with the transmission?
It
That
rusted
scared me.
out
Yeah.
around the
Oh,
Bondo.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
Odd.
mean, what finally happened was the rust hole got big enough to blow out the entire patch of Bondo and everything else.
Oh,
and
See?
It reminded me 5 years later.
Wow. Now, see, this is
Yeah.
where John and I will probably agree, because you're supposed to drain your air tanks of all of their water on a regular basis.
There's
so they
water in
don't
air
rust
tanks?
out.
There
air
was
tank
just
is from the
air in
60s.
air tanks.
Well, condensation is a thing. It exists,
Mhm.
and maybe not where you're at, but
No, it just freezes.
No,
oh, okay. It's just
No,
ice.
no, it's,
Turns to ice
it's
on the
nice.
bottom.
It's not the same thing, okay? It's like,
Those Texans,
Oh.
they don't understand these things.
no. Ice
No,
and
I
water are not the same thing, obviously.
Oh no, but my Texas dog does. When the ice storm rolled through a while back, she figured out that she could corner really well if she ran really fast at the fence corner, stuck out her claws, drifted around the fence, and then took back off.
oh, that's glorious.
That's fantastic.
Sigrun's
Oh,
a
man.
special
No,
dog.
She's an awesome dog.
running-
We just had
running
snow
street cars
here
in
2
town,
days
we have to
ago.
do that all the time.
Did you?
Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was coming back on Tuesday, as the plane was descending over Lake Ontario,
Mhm.
I took some video, and outside is just a whiteout of snowflakes falling, and I thought, now I got to drive home in this crap.
Mhm.
Why
But
do you
once we
torture
got
yourself
down,
that way?
what's that?
I said, why do you torture yourself that way?
Because I like
Move south.
no, it's hot.
Just move
I don't do
south.
heat.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Dave on that one. I've been yelling for years that I'm going to move somewhere a little bit cooler.
There's got to be a
you
happy
haven't.
medium
Amarillo.
somewhere.
Amarillo. Yeah. Well,
Amarillo.
that doesn't work out sometimes. Sometimes that's worse because the farmers at Amarillo say there's nothing between Amarillo and the North Pole but a barbed wire fence, and that's because it's straight in a wind tunnel. So every blizzard that comes through is just like.
I have
Everything's
driven
frozen.
that highway. When I was driving a truck, I picked up a load, and what it was the arms on a John Deere like combine or whatever, or sprayer.
Yeah.
And they were 40 feet long. And so they paid me an astronomical amount of money to go to like this tiny little town in the Panhandle, pick it up, and then the next town that I needed to take it to was directly north on Highway like 83. US 83. So the entire trip was just US 83 all the way to South Dakota or North Dakota. or
Yeah, it
something
turns
like
into
that.
a skating rink in December and then doesn't thaw until like March.
That
Mhm.
sounds really
But
positive.
they're right. There's nothing between Amarillo and the Canadian border except a barbed wire fence, because there's no hills or nothing. That is a long damn
Yeah,
drive.
and
Nothing to see.
Well, I'm exaggerating. It
Mm-mm.
thaws about end of February, but still, it's pretty chilly up there for a while.
yeah, I'm enjoying the weather here in Illinois right now. We're getting our month or so of nice weather before it gets into the 100% humidity and swamp ass season. So,
What's the temperature currently up there?
right now I've got the windows open. It's probably 65, 70 degrees.
I've already got
That's about what it is here.
You bastard for having air conditioning in your shop.
Hey, I've done my time. I have done my time sweating pools on concrete.
I have air conditioning in my shop too.
See?
But it doesn't cool anything off. It just takes the humidity out of the air so I can breathe.
There's that too. Yeah, that's also an added benefit. But I intentionally way oversized this one, so hopefully it cools everything.
I run 2 cheapo Walmart units, the $100 specials. Run 2 of those in my 30 or 24 by 40 shop.
Which may end up happening in the van. I may end up having one of those $100 units just in the back window.
There's
just
nothing
take one of the
wrong
back
with
windows
that.
out. I know, and that's about what I'm about to do.
Just talk to Terry and get some spray foam. It'll be fine.
Is air
A
conditioning
little
for
bit
the
of wood, a
Winnebago.
little bit of spray foam, will be okay.
I got the same units that Chad's running in the bus. So one of those.
Oh,
think
those
it's
are
about the
actually
same-
pretty decent little units.
That's what I thought.
I'll tell you from personal
I don't even
experience,
know
the
what
heat
units
function on those things works great.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
sleep next to the ceiling, yeah.
So Justin, do you think you'll be cool enough in your military hammocks while you're camping on Poverty Tour?
Well, if that's what I have to use, I'll be just fine. I'm tough. I can handle it. I
Think
won't
that-
complain one bit. You won't hear
You think
one complaint from me, except when it's happening, when I'm going to tell you it's hot as fuck and I'm upset and I'm hot and sweaty and nasty and I got swamp ass and get away from me.
Yeah.
No, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm
No,
pretty sure I'm gonna just put a window unit in the back window.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
Go out to do that, yeah.
I might take a window unit no matter what I take. I might take a window unit and put it in the back of the Jeep while I'm driving. I don't care.
Hey, Mike, put one of those units in like went in the veteran van that Chad put in.
Oh, what did he put in?
That's the
Is it like
same
one
one
of the-
Justin was just talking about. Those
the
little
roller
things
ones
are
or
great.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I've thought
one-
about doing that, like one of those that if it
Well, the
has
reason why I
single
decided to go
hose-
with one of these is number one, if I
Uh-huh.
put the regular AC unit for RV on top, I can't fit it in my
Yeah.
garage because
Oh, okay.
this thing goes
Yeah.
into my shop, but with 2 inches of clearance. And the other reason is I could put a regular window unit in, but then it's hanging out the side. Whereas
Yeah.
if I take one of these upright units, I can drill a hole in the floor and shoot it right out the bottom and not worry about it.
Well, my
Yeah.
understanding is the ones with the two
And put
hoses
some
are better
kind
than
of
the
critter
ones with
mesh
one
on there, and then yeah, you're good to go.
Be fine.
Yeah.
For what it's
What'd you
worth,
say, Mike?
I said my understanding is the one with the 2 hoses is better than the one with the 1 hose. So
Ooh,
and
that I
the one
don't
with the-
know.
Yeah, the one with the one with the single
Every-
hose apparently is all it's doing is you're taking all the air that you've just cooled and sucking it into the unit and sending it out the tube. So it doesn't really cool as quickly. But the one with 2 hoses brings hot air in, converts it and puts it in the air, and then sends that air back out or something. Like I don't know.
That
It's
doesn't
something
I
seem
like-
right.
purchased the
I don't know.
8,000 BTU unit from Amazon.
Did
And
it-
it's sitting in my
Is
shop.
it cooling
So.
all right, or is it?
I don't know. I haven't taken it out of the
Okay.
box yet.
Okay.
Leaf, you remember last year when we were talking ACs? I'm about to go back down that rabbit hole. All right.
no.
Air conditioners are basically a heat pump. The refrigerant performs a heat transfer under pressure as it changes state from liquid to a gas, Mike. So
you're not playing the right music for this.
when you run the air over the coil from inside, what you're doing is you're forcing that air through the coil to cool it off, and then the refrigerant is doing a heat exchange there, taking that bad boy outside, exchanging it as the refrigerant changes state at the coil on the outside, and then rinse repeat cycles as needed. So the 1 hose AC will work. And it's not any more or less efficient than a 2 hose AC. So the way that works is that exhaust pipe on the side there, that exhaust pipe is for the heat exchange side of that equation. because instead of having, a split unit where you have an internal air handler like I have and an external compressor unit, right? You have it all in one. So it has to force that hot air exchange out some kind of way.
Yeah.
Well, cooling is nothing more than the absence of heat. So you're removing heat to make cool.
Yes.
All I know is
Is what you're doing.
That's what I was told. So that and I've read.
I finally got to use my ticker, John. That's all I have to say.
What was that?
See, John, that's something you and I can talk about because I know that now. I do it every day.
For whatever it's worth,
I had to learn.
Saying that on a completely slightly unrelated note, the 5,500 BTU window area units, you can run off of an inverter and run it off of a standard Chevy GMT 400 alternator without stressing it out. And the reason I know that is one of my friends put one in his fiberglass camper shell and ran it off the engine so his dogs would stay cool during the summer while he was taking his family. Nice. And it never had any issues and never had any kind of...
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I was looking at the smaller 12-volt units for the Winnebago, and I could do that. You have to get a 140 watt alternator, and it'd be completely happy. It was 5,000.
140 amp.
140 amp, watt, whatever.
Well, that's what I've got on my truck is 140. And then John and I actually had this conversation the other day. I run a secondary battery on two-phase because of the compressors that are on there. And it keeps me from running the battery down when I'm at a show because everybody wants to see the truck, using the air ride go up and down at a show. Well, that takes a lot of battery in order to do that. So I put a secondary battery and isolated it, and it works out extremely well. So if it drops dead, I still have the main battery, and then it's isolated. And then when I start the truck up to drive home, it recharges the secondary battery.
Smart.
You guys ever watch the Peanuts cartoons?
Yeah, see, pop this comment up here, Justin. Ran with Park Nation. He's right. You can't make cold air. You can only remove the heat. That's 100% how it works.
That's it. Yep.
Listen to Terry.
I was going to say, ran with Park Nation. Yes, I'm in the Winnebago, and you can get a nice view of my mess right now because I've been working in here because that's the video coming up as soon as I can get it finished.
Yeah. I was trying to finish this up because I'm doing a different video for this week. I'm not wrenching. I'm doing... That's all the preview.
I'm doing no video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to look it up and what they're talking about with the single hose versus the dual hose, and they're saying the single hose creates a vacuum in the room that it operates in, and so it pulls in hot air from other places, and then sends it out through the. That's what it says.
On the thighs, that's true, but on the thighs you're trying to cool, you would never have that issue happen. It couldn't pull it in quicker than your exchange would be over the coil. Not on that size. Now, if you have a bigger space, yes, that's very true.
Okay.
To an extent, there are limitations with that. We talk about that later. This isn't an HVAC.
Yeah.
Live.
This is whatever we want to talk about.
This is what we're talking about.
We can talk about whatever we want. If we want to talk about HVAC, we talk about HVAC. If we want to talk about.
Honestly, we've been going for an hour and a half now.
That's what we talk about.
I mean, if you want me to tell you how great of a refrigerant propane actually is, we can go down the Hank Hill route.
I'm aware of
gosh, yeah.
What was the other thing that's like way more volatile but is a fantastic refrigerant?
Helium.
Is it?
Helium's good.
Yeah. It's not helium, but volatile.
Well, R600 is nothing but butane.
Okay.
R600 in all the new refrigeration is butane, is what it is.
Really?
Highly flammable.
You don't want to smoke if you're an HVAC guy these days.
Yeah, I would
never. You never want to do that.
Live here.
Oh, hey, this is.
I would never smoke around that.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Hang on, let me turn this bottle off. I've been charging this refrigerator over here. I'll use the cigarette hand to do it.
There you go. But it's been fun, guys. I got to go get cleaned up, and the wife's texting me. So
All right.
Y'all have
I've
fun.
got to go too, guys.
Unfortunately, I have to go get dinner because I avoided it because I saw this. So
Well, I
thank you.
appreciate
Guys.
everybody
Hey.
coming in. I'll call it now.
Yeah.
This is a good time
Okay.
to end it anyway. So
Dude, it's been a blast talking to you. Thank
Have
you.
fun.
Heck yeah.
thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, see ya.
Have a good
Bye.
evening.
Y'all take care. Good night, everybody.
Good night.